Comms book open. Time is 58. Oh, hello everyone. If anyone is there. Wouldn't be surprised if no one's in the chat. Except for one, maybe. Right then. Hope everyone's had a good week. We are now loading into the session. I need to have a tab on Discord as well. Yep, that's fine. Yo, Humph. Hello. We'll go with our script in a moment. Hope everyone is going to have a good race. This track is a very good one. I love the track. Bahrain's always fun. Oh. Well, I'll put my script in. EA can add it to the next game. How about that? As always. Right then. I think I should get going then. Let me just turn this settings on. Leader. Right. So then, good evening and welcome back to CLR Friday, live from the Bahrain International Circuit for round 16 of the second season on Fridays. This diamond in the desert has provided thrilling racing in Formula 1 since 2004 and is known for being one of the only good Tilke tracks. Last time out, Blow took his maiden win in CLR under the lights in Singapore, showing great control in a frantic race. Hump's title cruises on. 55-point lead over MJB. There may be an opportunity for that title very soon. Not tonight, though. Not tonight. It's a bit too early. So let's see what happens tonight. Bahrain is always exciting to watch and one of my favourites. Let's enjoy this one together. So hopefully everyone's had a good week and we are going to have a look. Yeah, good luck. Thank you, mate. Good luck in the race, Humph. Let's now have a look at the drivers on the track. Camilo is the first one. Okay, I think I need to watch my words with him because yesterday in the Vegas Thursday race when we were qualifying, I was watching on board with some of the drivers as I do, as sit in the garage, and I went on board with Camilo and I said he's very good at this track. He can win this race and he'll have a good race. And then in the next corner he crashed, so I have to watch my words with him. But he's a very good driver, obviously, and his consistency is obviously not the best, but he is a very good driver. When those results come, he can definitely be on the cards for a podium. You never know. We never know of him, but I'm sure he will be up for the fight tonight. Let's take an onboard view with Camilo for the lap there in the Bahrain. So into medium ERS then. Opens the ERS just before the start-finish straight line. It's on the start-finish straight, but the line. I wonder how much speed he's going to get on that straight. Just under 200 miles an hour into turn one. Third gear, yes, I would agree. Third gear is the gear through there. It just allows you to avoid a shift up from second or first. Some guys do go into those, or just the auto gears do it for him. Turn four then, fourth gear for Camilo. Just needs to keep it nice, consistent. Now the fast-flowing section, we enter sector 2. Bit wide on the apex. Camilo just getting a feel for the track at the moment. The pole in the Aston Martin car has a big wiggle out of that corner, actually, so that's not going to help his course. But now it comes down into turn 10, the infamous corner where you're likely to get front lookups. And Camilo did show us a front lookup there. We do have a debut driver just behind of Nathan, but we're on board Camilo here. Into the left-hander of turn 11. You need to take a wide line there, then come back for this turn 12 for that deft curb. If you touch that curb, you'll probably spin. 13, then the right-hander into the last sector. Camilo was on the line there. Didn't look like he was over at all. And then we come into this final corner. Well, turn 14, then we have turn 15 immediately after. Is that really an extra corner? I have to just say it's one corner, but the track map says 15 turns here. Camilo sets the first lap of 28.4. Let's go on board with Nathan then. 27.7, very strong lap from the debut driver. It's his first lap in CLR. The Irishman who joined earlier today takes the McLaren seat for the remainder of the season. Next driver is, starting a lap is Humph. We have some drivers finishing laps, so let's focus on them first. Neon's back after a few weeks out. He's missed the last few races, but back in that Haas car is Goober McBanana Pants, or Neon. I think it's easier to say that one. He crosses the line and goes P3 with a 29 flat. Behind is Scouser, goes P2. And on the medium tyres, sets a very strong lap ahead of some of the soft runners. Let's now find a driver finishing a lap, preferably. Finsick was finishing a lap on the intermediates. And he's only 3 seconds off the pace, so that's a pretty good lap, to be fair. And I want to go on board with Ricardo. Let's go on board with him for a bit. So the Mercedes driver, this is the battle for the constructors. They are 20 points behind Williams. He's not on the lap right now, but it was showing he was on the lap just before. But the Mercedes team will be hoping for another good result, and Ricardo can show us his skills and pick up those points, because his teammate is definitely going for the championship. There's no questioning his ability of this season. It's been absolutely crazy. But let's follow Yaz. He recorded his record P2 result in Baku this season. An excellent result for the Sauber team, as Yaz now takes it nice and smooth through turn 13. It's been a pretty fair season for him. He's been getting more points this season. Some races there's been more, some races there have been less drivers, and some races there's been chaos, but Yaz has been there to get those points. as he missed last week's race in Singapore. As he now crosses the line, he goes P4. That's a decent banker lap by the Sauber driver. Finishing a lap, believe it's Jens then. So Bjorn is not. That was not Bjorn. Jens is just off. That was a strong lap from him, just on the front row now. Bjorn is going to be coming to finish the lap. So Bjorn in the Alpine car, he saw Alpine today. Bjorn goes P5. So that's a lap on the board for him. Let's watch forward with the championship leader, the championship landslide leader. He has been very good this season, and we have to see what he can do in Bahrain. He said it's not one of his best tracks in the chat earlier. He goes P3, so half a second off, but a decent position still. Can't say that was a bad lap. Oh, here comes the sweat line from Hobnob. Hobnob sweat line. That's the one where you go down the pit straight here. I remember some people saying from other leagues, oh, that's the line they're going to take. And, you know, a bit sweaty, but to be fair, if it makes you win, that's always a good thing. So the Haas now into turn 4. Takes it nicely. Not obviously the most notable. We've seen a lot of those lines today. Takes the curb quite well, Hobnob. He is third in the Drivers' Championship. He's just behind MJB. He might go second in the Drivers' Championship tonight if he can get those points gained on MJB, because he's not going to be he's not racing today. And hopefully MJB is all good, because it's a surprise not to see him on the grid. But Hobnob is always a very strong driver. Last week he DNF'd in Singapore for reasons that were not in his control. But he is a very, very strong driver, to say the least. So he'll be going for those top playing points positions tonight. But let's see what he can complete then. We now come towards the final corner, 14, whatever this 15 is. Then he comes to open his DRS right now, crosses the line. And that's the fastest lap. So 27.5 provisional pole at the minute. And that's actually Hump getting a nice slipstream, or slightly slipstream. Right, let's watch the ball with your winner from last race. First race win for Blow in CLR. He did a great job. Callum's just ahead of him. He's going to go P4, and Blow, let's see what he can do, goes just ahead of Callum. So P4 for the pole. 4 for the pole. That's pretty good. He'll be hoping for the pole. But it'll be interesting, obviously, Blow, because he's been driving very consistently this season, to say the least, and has finally got that big result. So, yeah, he could definitely get some more podiums to add to that title, because he's been doing quite well recently. That win was coming for sure. So, I believe Humph as well is just on the lap now. He is the furthest into the lap. Likes to max those revs out, I've noticed, from his onboard. But now he goes into turn 4. Bit of a slide there on the exit, probably the traction control being off there. But the Mercedes driver has just been getting stronger and stronger. I remember his first race, he crashed right in front of me. That was so funny. But he has been driving so well, and I think this title is coming very shortly. Goes P5 in the meantime. So, yeah. It might not be his strongest track, but he's definitely going to get some points, that's for sure. Right, Finsick. Is Scouse on that? No, he's not. That is someone else coming through there. That was actually... It's just someone else. But that's now watchable with Finsick. So he's been driving quite well from what we saw in Zandvoort. He got the win, obviously, on debut. And then in Baku, when he raced, he DNF'd. He goes P2. That was a good lap. So 25 thousandths from pole position. Scalcer goes provisional pole, just 27.4 right then. Neon's about to cross the line, and he goes P9. So he'll be hoping for better, obviously. That was still a decent... It's still a decent position, of course. Camilo then goes P5. That's quite close at the front. Very nice lap from Camilo right there. Now turns about to start. Right, let's watch some ball with him for a lap. This is the new driver then, the Irishman in the It's a McLaren car. I don't know what I'm thinking that car is. It's a McLaren, obviously. His teammate is Yurt, but Yurt has dropped out today. Looks like he is driving quite well for time one. That was second gear for the Irish driver. He'll be hoping for a very nice lap. It looks like a nice turn in there. So, is he on a wheel? It looks like his inputs are that way. So it will be interesting, obviously, to see how he gets on, because I've obviously not seen him race before. So it'll be nice, obviously, to see him. He set a decent banker lap, and he set a decent first sector on this lap. So it'll definitely be fighting. Whatever he's fighting for, I'm sure he'll be going for it. And yeah, so Bahrain, it's a very small country in the Middle East. Obviously, it was the first track to feature on the Formula One calendar in the Middle East region. So actually, this track is quite important for that region, because there's now a lot of tracks in the Middle East, and well, Bahrain was the first step into that region in the world for Formula One. And Bahrain is a very nice track, and obviously I did have a bit of a dig at Herman Tilke in the script, but to be honest, this is a very good track of his, so respect and recognition where it's due. Nathan crossed the line 32 thousandths off Scouser's time, and it's a very decent lap from the McLaren, so early pace looks promising from him. I just want to watch Kuruma then, so he's 6 tenths up at the moment. The V-Carb, he added some DSQs and some trouble this season, not with the stewards. The trouble has been with the in-game side of the DSQs, because in Baku he saw a DSQ, improved his lap, not position. It's quite a decent... well, the times from the drivers are quite close. But Kuruma, obviously, he had his troubles in Baku with a DSQ, not from the stewards. And in Singapore, he was a DSQ, and he was the wrong side for quite a while. And to be fair, the game does disqualify for that, but he'll be feeling some grievance, especially in Baku, because he was on for a P5 at least. That would have been his best result. He's been picking up those P12s, though, this season, so he'll be hoping for more than P12s, some more points. Of course, points. Ricardo's improving by about 4 tenths. So the second Merc, obviously, will want to make that step up. This constructors' battle is looking close, and it will go down to the wire, that's for sure. Someone may get a big points haul here. He stays P14 for now. Right, I'm just going to quickly have a check of this chat. Yender's obviously talking here. He said, I'm actually surprised with my lap hit there. My personal best in Quali was a 28.4. So you've done a 27.7, Jens, and you're saying your best lap was a 28.4 here. Well, mate, you've probably just shocked yourself. And, well, that's actually quite a dramatic improvement, to say the least. But, nah. To be fair, it's pretty good. Right, so Blow's going for his last lap now. He does like to go for his last lap earlier compared to other drivers in the field. But that's fair enough, because normally you have a clean track at this point in qualifying. And you want to just get that lap. So he has been driving well. Obviously, he also took a pole in Monza, and he was close to winning there. Spain, he got P2. He was close to a win there. And finally, it did come to him in Singapore. So, yeah, obviously, if it's earlier in the season, you could say maybe he would be competing for a championship, but he just hasn't had all the luck. But the last few races, it has been clicking for him. So tonight, maybe, could be another good day for him. Just needs to keep on the ball. On this track, it's quite easy to make mistakes here. Some curbs are quite deadly. Always a chance of contact, so obviously keeping it clean is the most important thing. And that's probably what this man will be thinking, because the championship's not a long way away. Just keep it clean. That's an advice from another champion, you know. To be fair, if I had a 55-point lead, I'll literally be doing my race with my eyes closed. Nah, that's disrespectful, but to be honest, you can have that swagger if you want. Blow didn't improve his lap. He remains P7, so he will be starting P7 minimum. Maximum, sorry, not minimum. Stupid. Right, let's watch Ball of Hump then. So he's about quarter of a second up. He will need more time than that in the last sector. There is time, obviously, on to get for the championship leader. Take the corner. Last corner was much more smoother on that lap than the one before. The Merc goes P7. And yeah, the lap times are very close. So to be fair, P7 for him, it's not a disaster. He will get another lap because he has 1 minute 40. He can get around for that. Ricardo, another lap then. So he's improving by 2 tenths through that split. The Mercedes driver will want to get those more positions. Preferably, we'll be wanting to look at P9 here because, or P10, something like that. He was about 2 tenths up. So has he got more time in this last sector? He crossed the line now, goes P11. So it's very tight in that section from 10 to 14, but especially also the top 7 as well. Right, we're now going to watch the first of the last laps. Scouser, the provisional pole sitter, is going to start with this lap. It goes to take the sweat line, so yeah, it will be interesting. Obviously, how that does that line improve your time on that straight? There are some bumps on that straight, but I don't really, to be honest, in my mind, I'm not really sure that would improve your lap. But he knows something I don't, maybe. Igor just says, who do I think is going to get pole? I'm going to say that Hobnob is going to get a lap here for pole, but my predictions are normally wrong, so do not count on that. What's your prediction, Igor? What's your prediction? That's an interesting guy. His part. Yeah, he's been doing quite well in these first few laps. But yeah, Igor, you can put a prediction as well, mate. And nice to have you in the chat, by the way. Obviously, Igor did drop out Boomba for the season. He's gone down to reserve, but obviously, I hope all the best for him. But yeah, Scouser then continues on this way. Blow and Karima will not get another lap. Obviously, they're in the pit lane. Scouser, let's see what his split is as we come to the last set. So he's 2 tenths down, Scouser. So that's not what he wants. It looks like Finsick is improving behind. So we will keep on board with Scouser if he can have a mega final sector to improve his provisional pole time in the Red Bull. As Scouser now comes out the line, he's going to come in the pits. Finsick then. Is this going to be a pole position for Finsick? Goes P3, decent lap time. The next driver is Jens in the Williams car. He's slightly up, 23 thousandths. Callum will probably be up more because that was a half-second gap between those guys. As Jens dropping off slightly on this lap. Obviously, that's going to help his teammate get some more slipstream. Let's see Jens cross the line now. Jens goes P5, Callum goes P6. So decent lap for both of those guys. Hobnob's next. Is he going to go pole? No, he's not improved. As next driver is Bjorn, isn't it? Goes P11. The driver is Humph, not improved. Nathan doesn't improve. The last driver then is Camilu. I forgot all about him. He's gone for pole position. So provisional pole at the moment. Camilu 45,000. So strong lap from him as Neon crossed the line about half a second up. And where did he go in the end? That's P9. So that was an improvement for Neon. And Camilu takes pole at the last second. We forgot all about him. And he's come up with a nice lap at the end. It's very close then. 46 thousandths to Scouser, who will be on the front row. Nathan will start P3. Decent qualifying for him in his first race. Finsick P4, Hobnob P5, 6 for Jens, 7 for Callum, 8 for Hump, 9 Neon, 10 Blow, 11 Yaz, Beyond 12th, 13th for Ricardo and 14th for Karima. Just get the race director on stream. So yeah, that was a very strong lap from Camilu, and Igor was very happy about that. That was a very nice lap, to be fair. I didn't even see his lap, but the pole lap is always the best, isn't it? And I forgot all about him, unfortunately. Right, now we have a 2-minute break. We have a 2-minute break for the drivers to do their setups. I will do a prediction on the form lap, so hold on for that. Just a nice little break, quality to the race. I will obviously go through my strategy waffling, and previous winners. Yeah, Igor, we were wrong, yeah. Yeah, we were wrong. But yeah, Camilo, very strong lap, gotta say. Right, Friday chats. Blow's not happy with his setup in the chat. Scouser is saying nice try to fin sick. Yeah, he was trying to get a nice little toe off him. Fair enough. Boom, but then, yeah, you put the driver lineups in the chat. That's always good to see. Yeah, man, we only have 4 races after this in both tiers. It's been an absolutely fast season. It's absolutely flown by. 20 rounds. It's nuts, obviously, how much race there are. Normally it would be 16, wouldn't it? I mean, last season 3 it was 16, wasn't it? Jens says, George, did you run out? Yeah, I did, mate. It didn't come up on my screen either. Max will come from it. I don't care. I'll just fight him off. I'll just fight him off, no problem. But yeah, now Moobot. Oh yeah, we have a bot in the chat. CLR posted. Yeah, there are some decent. Check them out. Obviously, you want to hear my voice outside of these live streams, so yeah, why not watch the Friday race replays? That would be that's one to watch for some of these. Some of these races have been crazy, and I'm sure tonight will be memorable in whatever way. But yeah, we'll just have to wait for those guys to start. Yep, the jingle is now going. Right, I've got the strategy I would use, and it'll be interesting obviously to see what these guys go with. So let's interval tire. Right, so there is a bit of a mix. So we've got mediums for Camilo, Scoush on softs, mediums for Nathan and Finsick, Hobnob on the softs, Jens and Callum take mediums, Humph on the softs, mediums for Neon, Goober Banana Pants, Blow and Yaz, medium tyres, and the back 3 on the grid. Beyond takes the soft, Ricardo, soft, Karuma soft. So let's go through some track stats then. Bahrain, we have 15 corners. I don't believe that last corner is a corner, but okay, I guess. 6 to the left, 9 to the right. Overtaken spots will be into turn 1, turn 4 and turn 11. I'll say turn 1 is the most likely. Turn 4, you can definitely get moves into that. 11's a bit more unlikely because you've got this middle sector here, but if you're close enough, why not? The strategy below on this chat, on this graphic, is wrong. Safety car risk is low here. I'd say low here. Strategy, so I would say starting tyre would be soft medium and go on to the hards. Pit window for softs would probably be lap 8 or 9, and mediums you could extend to 10 or 11. Or you could do the opposite, hards to soft or medium. A 2-stop is not a good idea. The game does recommend it, but I don't agree with a 2-stop round here. Right, shout out to my guys who have won races here in Bahrain. Season 1, Sleepy Sloth. Season 3, Thursday tier went to Nivi. Season 3, Friday went to Jens. What? When did he start winning races? And then Boombra for Season 4, Thursday. Circuit is 5.4 kilometers, 3.3 miles, 29 laps ahead of us. Prediction for the win, I'm going to say Hobnob, Scouser P2, and let's go Hump P3. Be boring. Right, we'll get ready for the race to start. A nice camera angle to watch the race start. And let's get going in CLR Bahrain. And good luck to everyone on the grid. Should be a fun one. One light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go in Bahrain. So Camilo gets a decent go. And Nathan also gets a very decent start. Are they going to be 3 wide down into turn 1? Looks like Camilo bogged off slightly because Scouse has come on the inside. 3 wide into turn 1. Natan sent it. Natan's in the lead. And we have a spin at the back. It's Neon. Neon's round. A bit more contact at the back as well. Ricardo is losing place. But Scouse is coming on the inside into turn 4, is he? 3 wide behind though. And that's going to be an outside move for Hobnob. Inside for Camilo defending that position. And the drivers at the back spin. Beyond have a spin at the back. So he's back down to last place, 14th. But Natan leads. Scouse on the inside into turn 8. Soft tyres versus mediums tyres. The soft's going to be better for the start, definitely. Scousers through at the moment. Will Natan defend into turn 9? He defends into turn 9 and 10. These are battling us also side by side behind. Camilo defending that place. And they're fighting fiercely on the first lap here. As Scousers come on the inside into 11. It's going to be 11 heaven for Scouser, isn't it? As Natan defends as well. They're going to remain side by side here. They've been side by side for most of this lap. Natan defends through turn 12. Scouser on the outside. Beautiful racing between these two. Natan holds the place. So absolutely beautiful battling between them two. Does it end? No. It looks like Natan is coming on the inside back to the racing line. And that fight will continue for sure. That was very good defending, very good battling. As Hobnob has made a move then on Camilo. Camilo have getting slightly bogged down. Moves everywhere we look here. As we're on to lap 2. Scouser into P1 there. Gets a straight move on into turn... Not to turn 1 on this start for this straight. Oh, there's a late dive bomb. Finsick has made a move. Looked like a bit of trouble there. But Hobnob is still P3 at the moment. But it will be interesting then. Scouser, nice start for him. We see a move for Jens, isn't it? No, he's not getting a move. Will Callum get a switch back on his teammate? Will the teammates go side by side? No. Humph is ahead of them, so it looks like Mercedes are scoring more points with Humph at the moment. But Humph's going around the outside of Camilo, isn't he? He's going on the outside. That's a lovely move out of turn 8. Beautiful overtake from Humph. Camilo's falling down slightly. From pole to P6 at the moment. So yeah, a beautiful battle, yes. I'm sure of that, Igor. It's going to continue. And this train is absolutely developing because look, everyone's in the train. It's absolutely wonderful things to see here. Natan's 6/10 off Scouse at the moment. The softs are doing their work. The mediums will come back later in the stint. I would say pit window will be lap 9. I did say that in the form lap, but I'd say that's going to be evident later in the race. Humps needs to put his soft to use as well. He's gained some places here. As we talk about places, let's have a look at the position change. Most Karuma into P10. I think maybe Hump will be having 4 places gained at the moment. Ricardo, blow pits actually, not Ricardo. As looking into turn 1 then, it doesn't look like there's loads of moves going on. Finsick side by side with Hump. Hump ghosting through him. And the bollard absolutely flying, and Humph is into P4, so he has gained another place, Humph. There's a move behind, isn't it? Camilo, no, it was just Jens and Camilo. Camilo's gone deep, actually. Is it going to allow both of the Williams through? Will Callum look for that move in turn 5? No, it does not. And Camilo obviously continues to struggle, down 6 at the start, the biggest loser of that start. Let's get the tyres back on. Callum on the inside in turn 8. Callum makes a move. Will Karuma look for that outside move? Karuma into P8. Very good start from him as Camilo defends the place. It's a stern defence, but Karuma gets a nice exit there, and he's into P8. So Karuma, a very good start on those soft tyres. As there's a move behind as well. Ricardo and Beyond side by side into 11. Beyond, big wiggle on the brakes. He's into P12. Nice move for Beyond. The train starts to break up slightly. Natan's dropped out of the second. Maybe he's struggling with his ERS. Let's have a peek. Yes, that's why the red light is going, because his ERS is low. As they're going to go side by side into the final corner. There was Hobnob on the outside, desperate to make that move. As there's going to be Humph behind. DRS open. There's going to be 2 places gained for Humph, isn't it? Humph is into P2 then. So another overtake for Hump. He's absolutely flourishing at the start here. Let's have a look at the chat right now. So yeah, obviously that's not wrong. The place has been lost. Contact with Finsick there. Callum and Camilo getting to know each other. Karuma as well. It's a nice little battle there. Karuma's just got to keep them all together and try and obviously fight. Get those places. Yaz and Bjorn go side by side then. It's Bjorn going around the outside into turn, getting it moving, done into turn 8. Yes, so Bjorn has made the move stick on Yaz. Will Yaz look for a move? Oh, wiggle from the Merc behind. That looked awkward on the off-board. Yaz just lets him through. It looked like he had wing damage, didn't it, Yaz? I believe he does have some wing damage. Humph is starting to push more, trying to get back into that DRS. Scowls, that's going to be critical. Of course it will. Natan's dropped that back a bit. Now, I think he's struggling with his ERS here. It looked like he had low percent. Jens is going into turn 12, isn't he? Not 12, 13. And it didn't work on that case, but it looks like Natan is really struggling. He's dropping off here. It's not obviously what we want to see. A very strong start, but his ERS has just been depleted. Simple as that. It's always a struggle when your ERS depletes here. More extreme inside line from Scouser, and Hump sets the fastest lap. Will Hobnob go for a move here? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I agree with you, Igor. Probably the softs are going to start feeling it soon. Natan and Jens getting to know each other there through turn 1, 2, and 3. Will Natan have enough ERS to regain the place on Jens? Natan does retake the place, and he is struggling through the corners still. There's a move for Bjorn as well. So Bjorn is recovering at the moment. P9 in the Alpine car. As it will be a move on the inside for Jens. No, it won't. Too risky, I'd say. But yeah, Jens actually gets the exit. Natan defends. Natan is sticking on the inside still. Will Jens have DRS? It will be interesting. Callum gets a exit then. Good teamwork from the Williams cars. A bit of touching on the straight, but it looks like Callum is going on the outside of his teammate, and they're free wide through there. And it doesn't normally work, but Callum has been flown off the track and has lost a lot of positions as a result of, well, a bit of chaos there. I'm not sure free wide is advisable there, as, oh dear, there's more contact with the McLaren, having a little bump on the straight there. It looked like he forced someone off. Just needs to keep his head cool, that McLaren. Stick it in there. Right, up to the straight we go. Hump, looking at the move into turn 1. I think the management begins in it. Hump's management, as all that was close to contact there. Karuma into P5. He's thriving. He is absolutely thriving in the RB car, isn't he, Karuma? This battle for P5 is getting there. It's getting there really well. And Karuma has lost place there. To Jens. He doesn't have DRS either. There's not going to be a big move there. But Karuma there, making gains at the start. He's doing very well here. Just picking his way through some of the trouble we just saw in that last lap. A big gap has formed then with this train. They're just fighting on. And it just all continues, doesn't it? Leon cedes the places. I think he made an ambitious move, probably. But he just needs to keep it in there. It's fair enough he gave the place back. I would say nothing wrong with that at all. Humph on the inside then, so we are missing out on some lead battles here. And they're running side by side. Oh, there's a crash. Yaz is out on the straight. And there's a safety car. Something's happened there. Okay, they've gone on the straight. I'm not sure. What will you clip later? Yaz is out of the race. And I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. They've just touched wheels on the straight. It's doable. It's doable. Obviously, Natan has damage. Yaz is out, unfortunately for him. Pit stops are going to occur now. What are you going to clip later, Igor? I want to know. Pit stops, hard tyres are waiting then. I'd say the whole field. And it's going to let those guys back in. Igor said, I'll clip out from that fight. Yeah. Loads of fighting, mate. Loads of fighting. It's a great start. Natan has received a 10-second for pit speeding. Softs are on. Not softs are on. Hards are on for most of the guys. The top 5 have picked hards. Karuma's gone mediums. Kamilu goes hards. So it's mediums for Bjorn. Callum hits the hards. Ricardo mediums. Neon's going to go onto the soft tyres. Why not? I mean, there could be a two-stop from here. Obviously, safety cars. But the soft tyre could work. Blow gets the mediums on. So yeah, Blow will obviously be looking for that recovery trail today. There's loads of fight. Yeah, yeah, Igor. Beautiful battles. I'm watching the race. It's great to see. That top fight, that battle for fifth was quite strong, and at the front as well, off the start. So would the hards get to the end from here? I am not sure. There would be 22 laps here, so it would probably be lap 9 the safety car comes in. Or for lap 9 it comes in, so it would be 20 laps of racing, potentially, if there's no more safety cars. Would the hards make it? I would say it would be close. Obviously, lap 9 is a normal pit time, and these guys are going to be... But it's a bit risky from lap 9, to be fair. I mean, I tend to go conservative on the strategy here and start on the mediums, because the softs do drop off quite fast, and obviously, I don't like starting the softs. I always start on the mediums. Unless I'm starting like last, I'll go on the hards, but... It's not about me, is it? It's not about me. But yeah, Humph then is in the lead then. Has gained the lead. Obviously, he took the lead from Scouser in turn 11. They were battling there just before the safety car came out. Yeah, I think this guy has been driving unbelievably well. Position change. So he's up 7. Kruma's up 8. Kruma has been doing a great job. He has a 3-second penalties, 3-second penalty, but he can still get a result. It's been a bit of a interesting start. Just having a quick look at the Discord. Nothing has been said yet. Will Yaz make a report? Potentially. We have to wait for that. I'm not sure. I'm just unlucky. Get rid of that 10 seconds. Oh, Camille's picked up a 10 second for colliding. Not sure if he will be serving that in the race, but if he doesn't, he can appeal that. If it was, let's just say, if it was BS. But yeah, Bahrain always provides good racing. We've seen it already. A lot more laps, so I'm excited to see what these guys can do. Obviously, Humphrey Hobnob at the front is going to be interesting. It normally is. Scouser has been driving quite well. He has lost position as a result. He was leading. He did lose out to Humph on track just before the safety car, but obviously that is fine because he's showing good pace here. So he is still in contention. Finsick as well. Just keep up with the train and he could be in for great points. Jens is now out of the way of Karuma, and obviously Nathan was holding up a bit, obviously with that low ERS. It's never helpful being in the fight with someone with low ERS because through the corners they're going to be really struggling out of exits. And if Jens has got good battery, which I would assume he had, it's going to be a bit difficult. Right, safety cars in this lap, so we will be beginning from lap 9 then. Humph will lead the field, so he will decide when to go. Needs to let the safety car have a bit of a gap. It's quite a late restart, is it? Notification. But to be fair, the last sector at Bahrain is quite short. Right, Humph needs to decide when to go. Let's go on board with him. He's gone now. He comes to break the toe. Looks like Hobnob did get a good reaction there. We will keep an eye on this battle. Hobnob, let's go off board. Will he go for a move into turn 1? He is a bit far. It's not going to happen. Finsick then, having a battle with Scouser. Finsick going side by side through 2. All contact there. Jens gets a good exit as a result. Will Jens be into the top 4? There's a crash at the back. Ricardo and Camilo have gone off. 21 this, sorry. But Jens going around the outside here into turn 4. Yes, that's a move. Battling behind the RBs will go side by side. No, they won't. Karuma backs out of that. Karuma will back out. Jens goes slightly wide. That will invite Finsick to fight back. Finsick round the about turn 8. Camilo going off again. But side by side continues then. Finsick and Jens. Finsick, it's going to be driving off the track, and that's going to allow Kuruma through to gain 2 places. So a bit of wheel hooking there. I'll just describe it as wheel hooking, which has resulted in some position losses. Blow is now going to give some treatment to Finsick, and Finsick is being bashed around. Well, the Williams was being bashed around, the Jens, sorry. But Blow is into the top 6 now, so those mediums are going now. Eagle says, my predictions for now are all wrong. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy the race. Just enjoy the race. I just do predictions for fun. I mean, I never get them right, but at the moment, this top 3 is actually correct. And the Scouts are going to decide to go now, isn't he? He's going to go now, 3 wide to turn 1. Hobnob on the outside, and then Hump seeds the play. No, he sticks on the inside. Hump is losing the place there to Hobnob. As we see more action at the back, some spins. Pit stop for Bjorn. Hump going towards turn 4, no. Community retiring, yes. Let's keep an eye on this. Kuruma in the battle for the front. I've never seen Kuruma at the front before, but he is doing extremely well here. Will he go for a move on Scouser, going late on the brakes into turn 8? Kuruma looking for that. He needs to keep it clean, and obviously I don't think he's done it there. He's not actually done it well there, to be fair. He's forced Scouser off. Kuruma. I think that was a bit of a desperate move. Callum into the top 3 is benefiting. As a result, some wings are flying. There's a whole wing off for the Haas, and well, not a whole wing, a substantial amount of wing off for the Haas. As Scouse Blow is now fighting with Kuruma, and that's contact. And obviously that has resulted in a spin around for Kuruma. Neon then fighting on with that wing damage. It's quite heavy wing damage, to be fair. It looked quite more than what it was, but he had taken that damage. Quite heavy. Heavy indeed. So this is now a 3-way fight. Well, it has been a 3-way fight most of the race anyway. They love that line. I think Scouser's invented that line in this league. Hump is not going for a move on this occasion. Will Callum be able to stick with these guys? Is he struggling with his ERS? Just for... Well, it's slightly down, I would say, from what is optimal. Scouser will probably be able to rejoin that with Callum. I don't think he'll be happy with that move by Kuruma, to be fair. That was a bit of a desperate move, if you ask me. Some pit stops occur. Blow is in and Natan is in. Blow took wing damage. I did see there's some front wing flying. Bjorn might be able to join in that fight later. But the field has been spread out a bit as a result of some incidents. Hobnob is enjoying a decent middle sector pace here. 6 temps up on Hump. Hump went a bit deep there, has lost a bit of time. And Scouser is back in the train, so he's not lost a huge deal. He did lose a place, obviously, to Callum. But he'll be hoping to, obviously, just keep it nice and clean and stick with it. With it is Callum and Hump and Hobnob. Finsick behind is fighting Neon now. Neon has got wing damage. To be fair with him, his pace is not terrible. I mean, that would be orange wing damage, wouldn't it? It's literally half of that left side is gone. I believe Finsick will get a move here. Nice moving on the straight again. From those guys, Hump is going to go for a move now. No, not on this occasion. Would he try and save for the last lap, or would he go for it now? To be fair, in Bahrain, I wouldn't think waiting for the last lap is an option. I mean, you just got to make moves and kind of work together with the driver in front of you to get that DRS advantage to work and gain a pace advantage on the guys behind. Because if you're not in the train, it will be important. If you're not in the train, you will lose time, and it is important to be in DRS. That's what I meant. To be fair, Kuruma is still in a decent shout here for a good points. He did lose some play. He was fighting for 4th. Fair play to the lad. And 3rd. But it's not really happening here in this position. But if you can stay in DRS, obviously Ricardo's in 9th at the moment. It's still good points from Merck. They're second and ninth, and the Williams team would be in third and fifth. Williams will be outscoring Mercedes. But it's a long time in this race. We're only 12 laps in, and there's quite a distance here. Bahrain is always a long but fun race. 29 laps of this track can be grueling, some people would say, or can be extremely fun. And that's what I would say. Humph is now coming to the outside of Hobnob. He lets him go straight away, so he was looking at the detection point there. It's not DRS games, it's just he just lifted off slightly earlier and Humph went through. But will Hobnob retake the place? Going in the inside to turn 4 now. He retakes the place immediately. Callum looks for a move, maybe? No. Hobnob had a bit of a poor exit. Humph is not going to take the risk. There's no point taking the risk. No point at all. Neon pits, that's fresh hard tyres and a wing change, I would assume, as well. Nathan and Blow are fighting for P9. Although Blow will get P9 at the moment because of a penalty to Nathan's name. So Humph, obviously, still in a very strong position. Looking in turn 11. Turn 11? No, he's not going for it. Callum could be in with a shout of a win today. Because if this guy's going careful, and obviously Callum, well, he took a win in Baku as a result of some incidents. And, well, there may be more incidents today, but he will want to be the beneficiary. And also Scalzo, Jens as well. These three, you'd say that those top two would be quicker than them three, but because of the DRS, anything can happen. So now we're going to see another repeat of this battle, aren't we? Humph is going to get his DRS open. Callum does as well. All those four guys behind Hobnob, Humph, and it's side by side. Callum ahead. Hobnob sticks on the inside. Very late braking, 3 wide momentarily, but Callum's into the leader as a result, as Humph does not get DRS. So Callum was ahead of the detection point. Hobnob going on the outside. Willie. Outside, yes. Oh no, he's defended that. But it's side by side behind Scalcer and Jens. Scalcer defended that one quite easily. Fastest lap for Nathan. Nathan showing some good pace there. As we see, he's going to be on the inside then for Hobnob. Hobnob looked at it. Scalcer's going to get an exit then, isn't he? No. It's not going to be a move for him. Yeah, it was 3 wide, mate. Yeah. To be fair, Callum P1, well, what would he do in this position? I mean, to be honest, Callum does tend to struggle with his ERS levels compared to these guys. But if he's behind someone, the recharge is going to be easier. Is that Scouse looking at a move into turn 12 to 13? No. Blow's made a move. Nathan out of turn 8. But Nathan's going to stick it on the inside to defend. Good space given in the end. I think Blow's going to keep that. If Nathan can deploy, is he struggling with his ERS still? He's better on his ERS. I think his early struggles are not helping him, but Blow's made a move. Back to the battle for P1. Humph, it's going to be 3 wide, isn't it? 3 wide. Hobnob down on the inside. Humph and Callum remain. Callum is there. Turn 2 still. Slide by Humph. Humph just about holds the place. Will Scouser now look for a move? We'll go on board with Humph. This is the most probable move. No, it doesn't work out. This battle is very good at the moment. Callum defends that from Scouser. Humph, it looks like Humph has put a fierce defence on the line. And to be fair, he needs to just be chill about it. No risky defensive manoeuvres. He's in the best position compared to everyone, if you look at the championship. But it's a race still. And obviously, these guys are not in the championship battle. Those 3 behind are not in the drivers' championship battle. But they're in the constructors' battle. Williams, they will need to be careful as well. So I think it gives Scouse the most freedom out of them guys to just go for it. He's just got to go for it. Simple as that. Well, I believe Jens is carrying wing damage. It looks like it. From what I was seeing. I just want to look at Jens. Yeah, end plate on the right side. And to be fair, he's not going to lose too much. And with the DRS, he'll be all right. Scouser did gain place on Callum, though, in that last situation at the turn 14. The corner when they receive penalties for DRS games, them two received the penalty for DRS games. Oh, there was a bit of contact there with Humph and Hobnob. Hobnob defending, as it looks like Humph will go for a move. Turn 4, pretty standard. Is Humph gonna? Oh, didn't look like the room was given there. To be fair, and Scouser's gonna get through. Scouser through, and Scouser's through. So that's a double move for Scouser, and he's just going to a shock double, I'd say. Reminds me of Beyond's shock double in Singapore as well. But that's a nice move for a Scouser, and he's back in the lead. How about that? He's back in the lead. Jens has switched place with Callum. It looks like he's having more pace at the minute, even with the wing damage. To be fair, Jens is looking very good here. Finsick may join the train. If they continue fighting, he'll be able to join in. And, well, he was a bit pushed off, Finsick. He has end plate damage as well. Nathan and Blow continue their fight for P7. It doesn't look like there's a lot of change. There is a fight for P10. Karuma, Beyond, and Ricardo. Karuma pit for new hard tyres. So maybe the medium strat is not really going to work out. Those guys in the top 6 will be in the best position. They've got a huge field spread behind. Obviously, they've not been implicated as a result of some incidents. Humph on the inside now, innit? Humph. Oh, it was a bit late, I'd say. He did back out, but to be fair, maybe he would have got a move out of that corner. Igor, I'm going to look at the chat in a minute after we look at this fight for P4. Callum's through on the ends. So the Williams guys are making the moves on each other. So Humph looking good still. Let's see what Igor is saying. Scouse is really close to Callum. You overtook him. I hope they won't play DRS games. Wait, I did mention that. Right, Bjorn's made a mover here on Karuma, so P10 for Bjorn. He's been having his Friday struggles as the defending champion. He drove really well last week, but this week has been a bit of a difficult one for him. He also said Karuma pit, but got a 10-second. Thank you for telling me, mate. I did miss that. Nathan continues to fight Blow, and he's just struggling with his ERS, isn't he? Or no, he's doing better with his ERS now. But that red light means either you're a none or you're low on battery. Earlier was low on battery. But Nathan moves to the most outside line, and obviously these guys will continue scrapping for that P7 position. Right, I'm going to miss something here, so let's get back to the leaders. Hump's opportunity to pass results in that overtake being made. Hobnob on the inside of Scouser. Scouser gets a stronger exit. Will Scouser use his DRS to repass the Merc? He opens it at this second. Doesn't look like he will be close enough. Callum going on the inside of Hobnob. It was a bit late, to be fair, by Callum. It was not really going to work. It was just an opportunist, and I can't blame him, but it was a bit late. Finsick's starting to drop off a bit. Probably those guys are not really scrapping as hard as they were earlier. He's still in a good spot, Finsick. Definitely when someone gets damage or something occurs. Karuma then with Bjorn. Looks like Bjorn in the Alpine car. Just going to try and keep scrapping for those points. Bjorn doesn't get the move on the man he is looking for at the minute. Yeah, he was a little late, Igor. Not wrong. Maybe you should commentate with me. You can come and commentate with me, mate. Why not? Scouser in the last corner then. He's going to get a decent exit then. Humph breaks the toe. They've been doing that the whole race. I'm going to name that the Scouse line, the Scouser line. That's one move on Humph, and it's going to be a double for Hobnob, isn't it? Oh, he's made a slight tap there with Scouser. The Williams are fighting behind, and it is a move for Hobnob. So Humph has lost 2 there. Callum and Jens continue. They're just sticking with him, and yeah, fair enough. The scrapping continues. Lots of scraps. Blow is not going for a move here. Will Neon look for a move? Just want to stay on board with him. I made a very, very late move on turn 1 in this Thursday race here. Beyond, I was extremely late on the brakes with him. I came from an absolute distance back, but I made it stick. So maybe someone is going to try that later in the race. But it was an absolutely ridiculous move, and I didn't expect to get it done, but I got it done, and yeah. We'll get back to the front then. We have Scouser and Hobnob together, and then Humph is with them. Callum is... It's just his ERS, isn't it? Yeah, look at that, 6%. I think that they're going to need to swap at Williams. It looks like Callum might not be able to keep up, especially these guys have a lot more ERS. Yeah, a lot more. They're crossing the pit entry line, so I'm not sure that's really allowed as a defence. We've seen that being penalised before in this league. Hobnob goes not into any position. Jens did switch with Callum, and to be fair, that's what they need to do, because Callum is struggling with his ERS. So just, if you're Williams, just, obviously Jens, tell Callum on the mic, use this lap to recharge, use none in the middle sector, and obviously Jens, because he's got more ERS, hasn't he, Jens? Yeah, he's doing much better than Callum on his management. Well, obviously he's going to have less downforce, but that's how they're going to have to do it in this sector. But they're still in a good spot, Williams. These points look nice. More moves. We're looking at the midfield battle. Whoa. That was a big slide for Karuma. A very big slide from the RB car. Made the move on Bjorn. But that was a very, very big slide into turn 1. A big slide as you see into turn 1 at this track. I don't normally see that sort of thing. But yeah, Karuma, nice control there. Nice control indeed. And obviously he lost a place, but still in DRS. Not a problem. There's a move then for P8. Let's go on board as there's cars spun around. So Nathan and Neon have gone together, and Blow has gained 2 places. He'll say, thank you very much, mates. I got some places. Well, that was a bit interesting. Just cutting on board with them. But anyway, back to the battle for P1. It looks like Neon, Hobnob is on the inside. Makes it stick. Humph is there. No, not enough. Not alongside. No, he's not going for a move. But Hobnob went a bit deep. Oh, contact there. Contact there. It's obviously very close. It could go south. You never know. With this contact model, tap him a bit harder on that side. He could be into the wall, like Sebastian Vettel at that corner in 2018, I believe. Long time, or 2019. Either one of those years. Either one of those years, yes. Well, it has to be one of those years. The battle just continues, and it's just been wonderful stuff from these lot. They've done really well. This fight is nice to watch. Obviously, more scraps happening in the midfield. Obviously, I had a lot of drivers drop out earlier today, but you can't blame them. I mean, everyone has a life, don't they? And these guys are using their lives to race here, and I'm using my life to commentate at the moment. That's incredible stuff, and that's insane waffle right there for me. But now coming through the into the straight, then to begin this lap, we now see Humph closing in. It looks like Scouse was the one closing the most. Will he send it? Goes late on the brakes into turn 1. Nice onboard view of that. Scouser, it wasn't enough. Humph had enough there. Gave a car's width just in case he was still there. And it looks like Jens might look for something out of this. He's on the outside of Scouser. Goes late on the brakes. Jens round the outside. It's going to be P3 then, isn't it? But the Red Bull car defends. He's going to stay on the inside, is he? Yes. So it's a defence there from Scouser. There was a spin for Blow, I believe. He's into the pit lane. Blow received the 10 seconds. And obviously, that's not it's not been a great day for him. But everyone do have their struggles, tracks where they struggle at, and especially me. I hate Australia. That track is an absolute disaster. Don't really like Saudi Arabia as well, that track. We will be racing here next Friday. I'm happy to commentate instead of race there. As Igor says, no, good. Okay, cool. No problem. Igor says, yeah, good points for Williams. Yeah. 4th and 5th is always nice. Obviously, Humph is gaining more than both of those drivers, but they're outscoring the team because 21 or Ricardo is in P11. But he's still just getting 2 valuable points, I'd say. There's been a lot of that pit line, so we might see something later about it. Scouser is going now, I think. Going now. Scouser's looking. They're going to be 3 wide then into turn 1. They've got a behind view. Bit of contact there. Humph in the middle in the sandwich. But that was a move for Scouser. Will Humph be able to get that position back? He's going to use his extensive skills then to try and regain that place. He's still got the Red Bull there on this outside, and it's got a successful move for Humph. So a nice overtake then from Humph to retake that P2. Look very close into turn 1 again. They have been getting 3-1 into turn 1. It's always crazy, and you never know. There is jeopardy with that. You never know. Of course, someone is in the middle of a 3 and they just lock wheels. That could be a very big crash. And Bjorn continues to fight. It's for P9 now. Will Karuma look on the inside? He's been doing very well, Karuma, tonight. He's been providing a lot of action. He's into turn 4 now on the Silver Fox. As you do, nice overtake. That was a nice move from Karuma. It's always good to see that solid move into turn 4. It looks like Hobnob has been getting on with it this lap. He's going extreme on the inside there. That was a decent decision because he broke the toe. Just getting my words stuck there. But Humph, DRS, it's just the DRS, isn't it? This DRS is so powerful in this game. Good DRS management as well helps. Hobnob with obviously smart thinking there. He's going to have the DRS, isn't he? He's just going to stay on the outside. But it looks like Scouser's coming through on both of them. It's going to be a double. It's going to be a double for Scouser. It's gone on the inside then to turn 4, and Hobnob stays on the outside. Humph gets through with a move then, switching back. But Scouser gains 2 positions. Nice ERS deployment there, and he's got back into the lead. So obviously the fake Scouser, and that is true, he is a fake Scouser, from what he told me before, at least. But yeah, a decent overtake. Now obviously Blow is in last at the moment, and he could get the fastest lap. Will he now? Yeah, he does. As I say that, he gets the fastest lap. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff, and he's going to get an extra point for that. Obviously, you never know with safety car potential and stuff like that. There could still be another safety car in this race. Obviously, I don't want to curse it, but yeah, great move from Scouser Eagle. It was calculated well. Obviously, good ERS deployment from the looks of it. And they're going to fight again. So who's going to be in front out of turn 1? My bet will be on Hobnob being the lead car out of turn 1 this time. Will he use his ERS enough? He's going to use a bit more than Hobnob, I think. They're going to 3 wide again into turn 1. Hobnob on the inside. No, he's not backed out of that one. Goes slightly Scouser. Humph remains on his inside. Jens gets through on Hobnob. Well, Hobnob needs to use his ERS to regain that place. Yeah, he will go on the inside on Jens. He's going to obviously put himself in the position to fight. Yes, Jens. But Hobnob regains the place, and it's obviously the wing damage looks like it's playing a part. But Jens is doing well. Obviously, that wing damage does help on the straights. You do gain time on the straights with wing damage. Now, Karuma is really putting Bjorn in the place today because it's P9 for Karuma, and exceptional stuff. Nice. It'll be a record finish for him if he's higher than 12th. So that'll be one to note. Nathan is currently on for P7. Penalties at the moment. 16 for him. Okay, probably not then. Beyond might get P7 in the end. Let's see if he can hold on. That was just a watch. It'll be crazy if Blow won't do the first lap on soft. Boy, he just did it, mate. We saw that a few laps ago. Blow, obviously a very fast driver, but it's obviously not seen luck today. Obviously the pace as well. It's not been the best compared to Singapore. Right, Hump looking at it now. Not a move. Bit of front wings tapping. Just tappity tap tap. And Hump does not gain a place at this time. Yellow flag. It's Ricardo. Let's cut to him. He's had a spin then out of turn 11. That's gained Blow a place then. So still gaining an extra point there for Blow. Now, obviously, we're coming into the kitchen sink time in this race. It's basically just the phrase for the end of the race. If you don't understand the slang, as obviously that's a move for Beyond then. But will Karima look again? Karima looks again, doesn't go for a move. So they've been fighting for this whole stint. It's been a nice battle to watch as well. Obviously, I've been focusing on the leaders, but that was a yellow flag for Nathan. I believe he went off as well. He lost the place to Neon, who's currently P7. It's a good recovery, I'd say, from where he was. We still have... we're going to have 3 more laps, so there'll be no more safety cars in this race. And obviously, Scouser then... not taking an extreme wide. That's a very wide line from Vincic in the background. That looked very wide. Scouser then looked like a very nice gap he had on that lap. Is he trying to push now? Push on. The DRS is so powerful, it cannot be understated. So who's going to be in the hot seat here out of these 5? Well, you'd want to be either 3rd or 4th, I think, for the last lap. When they come to the last lap, you want to be 3rd or 4th on that straight. I think at least. You get a full battery, use it. Use your potential. And then get that move done. They're fighting Nathan and Neon. On the inside then into turn 1. It's a nice move from Nathan. Just holds it well. As Karima is continuing to battle from the Silver Fox. Beyond just trying his utmost best. Bit wide from Karima there. But Beyond, it's always struggling. When you're behind a driver, obviously Beyond has got exceptional pace and well, we're not really seeing it all today. But obviously Karima is obviously not the fastest driver in the league, but he's been doing a good job in defence. And obviously that's very commendable. Right, this is going to be lap 28 then. Lap 28, and we don't have much more chances for this moves to occur. Humphrey's looking, no, he doesn't do it. He's alright where he is at the moment. To be fair, Hobnob would be happy with just holding that P3. So there's going to be a bit of side-by-side. 3 wide into turn 4. That's obviously not what you want to see. And Hobnob has lost place as a result. As Jens charges through, Hobnob lost position. They just looked like concertina, to be fair. It didn't look like anything really malicious. Move for Beyond. That's P9 for the Silver Fox. It didn't look like anything bad, really. It's just the concertina. There are 3 wide into turn 4 for my... Okay, Igor. Yep, as FIA, we just look at that later. Ricardo having an incident again. I'm going to focus now for the last lap battle then. So, Scouser is going to be continuing on his way as the Red Bull car is leading at the moment. So I'll say Jens and Callum are in the front seat here. If you can use your ERS, get ahead on this straight, and have a good enough gap out of turn one, you can do it. But now this is the final battle then in the CLR Friday as they all cross the pit line. This is going to be the DRS Open, and it doesn't look like enough for Callum or Jens. It looks like Hump's in best position for a move here into turn one as Hump is ahead into the detection point. Scouser sticks with it. Scouser sticks with it. He's going to have the DRS then to turn four. Is he close enough? It doesn't look like it, and Hump breaks the toe immediately. As no, Scouser won't be able to react on that. So Hump has got the move just now. There's still going to be another DRS straight to come as the fight continues. Yeah, it's just a top two at the minute, and Hump, it's just going a bit slower there and out of the corner. Is Hump just trying to save some ERS here? Scouser is going to go on the inside, isn't he? No, he's going to wait. He's going to wait for that straight. He's going to get the DRS open now, isn't he? He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it now, Scouser. Now or never, innit? Now or never for the Red Bull. It's a move, isn't it? No, not now. Does Hump uses the RS or is just recharging slightly as they're all going to go down on the run then towards turn 14 after this corner now. Turn 13. On the inside it's Hobnob. Jens defends that podium, but Hump is weaving on the straight, and this Scout's now going to go for a last corner dive bomb. It's not going to be, is it? He's going to go for it. Anyone going for a dive bomb? No dive bombs. No dive bombs. And this championship is going to be probably happening next week, maybe, because Hump wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Head of Scouser, Jens on the podium, Hobnob P4, Callum P5, Vincent P6, and the rest of the grid is quite a distance away, but they're still racing on here as Neon P7 looking good at the moment for that position. Hobnob has left the session. He will obviously be P4 at provisional race result. So let's just watch the final guys cross the line. Neon P7 at the moment. Let's see how it pans out with his penalties. So I think the Silver Fox gets P7, Neon P8, Kruma P9. That's his record finish. Nathan in 10th. Blow is going to be 11th on track. Ricardo is going to be 12th on track. And a difficult race for him, but Mercedes will score great points with that win for Hump. I mean, wow. Another great win for him. Just watching now Ricardo cross the line, and that's the race for you in Bahrain. Hump wins again. This guy wins a lot. It has to be said. I enjoyed that race. It was very good fighting. There is no, obviously, I'll decide my driver of the day, obviously. We'll get the race results on stream, won't we? Just skip the podium because I want to get just put the race results on my screen. Incidents. I'll just get the full race director as well if anyone needs it. There it is. Right, let's go through the results. So Hump, one step closer to the championship. Scouser P2, that's a good result. P3 for Jens, another good result, especially with wing damage. Well done, Jens. P4 for Hobnob at the moment. P5 for Callum. Finsick P6. 7th for the Silver Fox. 8th for Neon or Guba Banana Pants. Kareem with his record finishing 9th. 10th for Nathan on debut. Blow in 11th. Ricardo 12th for your finishers. DNFs from this race were Camilo. He just struggled off the start and he just called it a day in the pits. Yaz crashed with Nathan on the straight. That was the race then. That was a thrilling one. I thoroughly enjoyed that race. So thank you to all the drivers. I obviously enjoyed a great race here in Bahrain. It's always great to watch the Bahrain Grand Prix. So I'm now going to just wait for this to load in a minute, and I'll just do my drive of the day. So yeah, Humph, obviously, because he had a bit of a poor qualifying for his standards, but he drove very well, and it was a managed race. He manages very well, and he said it was a struggle track for him, but he gained the most at the whole field, and a P1. That's obviously drive of the day in my view. Right, let me just quickly check the calendar. Let's just look ahead for next week. So, round 17 of the Thursday tier will be held at the Canadian Grand Prix, Montreal. So Callum will be commentating there. Thursday tier. I don't like that track. I'll be racing probably. Next race here in the Friday tier is the Jeddah Grand Prix, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So not far for the Friday tier distance from here. But yeah. Well, I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. Some great racing as always in Bahrain. It's always a good track to watch. So yeah, I want to say thanks, Igor. You were here for the whole race, so thank you very much for watching along with me, mate. Always nice to have a chat there, and everyone else as well in the chat. So yeah. Right then, so that leaves me to say goodbye, and we'll see you next week for CLR round 17 on both Thursday and Friday tier. So yeah, the waffling ends. Good night all.